Hi guys, I'm here with Chris from Bosch today. We're having a look at a couple of the GEX random orbital sanders from Bosch. Here we've got the 125mm sander and this one's the 150. Chris, can you tell us a little bit about the differences? Why would you use one instead of the other?
Sure. Well, basically, you can select a sander based on your typical applications. The smaller of the two, the 125mm pad sander, ideal for your small to medium applications. And as you can imagine, the 150mm pad here is ideal for your medium to large applications. There's some other benefits as well, but that's typically on a top line, the difference in why you'd select different machines.
Yeah, so with this, the bigger one, obviously that looks like one you'd be using for, as you say, larger applications. You're sanding more commonly. Why would you use that?
Well, there's a lot of advantages on this particular machine because as you are going to be sanding those larger applications, we've added a few extra features to make that easier and more comfortable, especially if you're going to be using the tool for a long period of time. One of the main advantages, again, is going to be the ergonomics. It's a really nice double-sided handle here, so you can, if you want, use both hands, nice and low, so you've got a lot of control. And because the vibration is really low, that means that you can pretty much use this all day without any problems. We've got a large dust box on the side here, which means, again, if you are doing a lot of sanding, more space to fill up. And as an addition, if you are running an external extraction system, we also feature a click and clean adapter port here, so you can plug on your dust extractor without having to use adapters.
That's really handy. And on the bottom, is there anything else that helps with the dust extraction?
Yes, of course, yes. So if you see on the bottom here, obviously the 150mm pad means you're using larger accessories. Again, you're able to take a lot of material much quicker and more efficiently. It's a multi-hole base plate pad here, which means again, you're bringing a lot of that dust off. You don't want the dust on your application because that's going to make the finish worse. So you're getting the dust out as quickly as possible. And on this particular model, we also have this center line, which means the seating of accessories is essentially easy and fast, so you don't have to worry about misaligning your sanding pad.
Nice. What am I looking at on the front here as well? So...
On the front of the GEX 18V-153, you've got a bumper pad here, got a nice big button on the front. Okay, and you've got your speed control, which allows you to select digitally 5 different speed settings. Important to note that this machine also marks on the side here that this is a 3mm orbit. So if you have a range of different sanders, you can easily see at a glance which machine's which.
What are the main benefits of having these variable speed controls?
Yeah, depending on the application you're doing, you might not want to be too aggressive. If you're taking off a small amount, and also it's quite important if you want to help reduce the buildup of heat. And that obviously depends on what material you're working with. If you're working with wood, paint, or if you're working with plastics, you might be being sensitive to what you're sanding.
So as you can see, these GEX sanders are packed full of features that are going to make your life so much easier, and you can buy them now at its.co.uk.